Hey guys, it's me, MayBigJack24 here, and today I'm going to be doing my second reaction to Jimmy Kimmel on the angry Trump mob storming the Capitol, which, in case you don't know why I'm doing these videos, well, for one, that part 1 was only a part 1 due to the fact that my Wi-Fi happened to have been glitching in and out, which annoyed me so much. So much so that I decided to forcibly make my video into multiple parts, which you're seeing part 2 being recorded right now. And I'm kind of angry since I literally just been stuck in a long game of either burping or throwing up due to me eating too much at dinner. And it's been bugging me for a while. Anyway, so I'm doing these. Oh, before I begin the video, all the copyright belongs to Jimmy Kimmel, and I do want to say this is that the reason why I'm making these reaction videos to Jimmy Kimmel on the mob storming the Capitol that happened last Wednesday, a week ago, some sick psycho rioters who were also huge Trump supporters, stormed and rioted the Capitol building of the U.S., which, in return, is kind of hard for me to explain, since I don't know how to explain it. Quite frankly, most people don't know how to explain it, so this is some of the best. This is one of the better ways on how I can get on how this is explained if you're a non-American. Anyways, let's begin. Just check. So I just needed to double check that, since I do know that a lot of times I do that. Anyways, let's begin where we last with. No, wait, that's way too out. My bad.
Who think Joe Biden is a Chinese agent and Satan is trying to force them to wear masks to the mall so that one day he could be president. He's willing to roll the dice.
He's talking about Ted Cruz and Trump supporters.
On a civil war. Same with Josh Hawley, who had a very friendly wave with the invaders today. Same with Kevin McCarthy and Rudy Giuliani, Jim Jordan, Devin Nunes, and especially Donald Trump. These people are not Americans.
I agree with that, even though that they are indeed Americans, but they're not a part of the American ideology. Which, in case you don't know what the American ideology is, if you're pretty much American ideology is that we, the people, meaning we, the people, stick up and somewhat either defend or tear each other apart. At this point, it's either a mixture of both, but let's face it, this has been for a majority of America's history, and let's face it, history always repeats itself in America. Well, except for civil wars. That only happened once, I hope. If I'm wrong about this, feel free to comment down below and to say that I was wrong about there not being another civil war. I would like to see that the person 70 years from now goes back to my video, comments that I mistake that I said that there's been one. I was only been outdated by 70 years. That would be hilarious.
There's no we the people, there's me the people, and that's it. In the wild,
Well, yeah, those people do indeed. I'm actually just going to back it up. So, pretty much in case of people don't know, I tend to go on rants, and yeah, I'm kind of tired, annoyed, sick to my stomach, and honestly, tiny bit confused, funny, and literally feeling extreme dizziness. So I'm just gonna back it up for a sec.
on a civil war. Same with Josh Hawley, who had a very friendly wave with the invaders today. Same with Kevin McCarthy and Rudy Giuliani, Jim Jordan, Devin Nunes, and especially Donald Trump. These people are not Americans. There's no we the people, there's me the people, and that's it. And the wildest part is these MAGA marchers think Donald Trump cares about them. He doesn't care about you. He doesn't care about your life or your wife or your job or your health care or the
That's definitely true. Did you see what Trump did to Obamacare?
air you breathe.
In case you all didn't know, I was doing a nod and thumbs up to saying that nod to what Trump did to Obamacare, which was essentially just trying to make it, was trying to ban it, which I'm kind of angry about.
To the water you're drinking. He cares about himself and only about himself.
That is true for Donald Trump.
Unless you were pushing a lawnmower, he wouldn't let you into his golf club. He'd
That's also true.
roll his limo right over you to get a Chick-fil-A sandwich.
Alright, that's probably a half truth. Half truth, since he could technically do that. But at the same time, I don't think he would risk it. I mean, he could do both. Like, it wouldn't shock me if he did any.
Once things started to get out of hand today, some of Trump's enablers went, uh-oh, we better say something. So Ted Cruz tweeted, those storming the Capitol need to stop now. Right? It's all fun and games till they burst into your office and come for your collection. Right, Ted?
So, the reason why I quickly muted it is because, for one, that this is indeed an early teen friendly channel, so I gotta mute out just a few things. So, in case you don't know, we just said, definitely a collection that a lot of men use and generally don't want people to see. It's called wiping your internet history. If you get what people watched before they wiped their history on the internet, then yes, you would understand the purpose of the subtle hint. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. You probably get the hint already.
Mitch McConnell gave an unusually impassioned speech today saying he did not approve of Republican efforts to overturn the results of the election. And this is a guy who's about to lose his job as Senate Majority Leader. The Democrats will now have control of the Senate after a double victory in the Georgia runoff last night. Congratulations to Senators-elect Raphael Warnock and John Ossoff. And, of course, Trump's claiming that election was fixed, too. He wrote,
Oh no. Why is there so many fake news coming out of the guy who says there is fake news? Oh my goodness, this is a nightmare at this point. I'm just lucky that I didn't have to deal with any of Trump's crap before. But just this caught more of my attention over besides his impeachment trial. Wait, hold on. Are they going to still continue his second impeachment trial? Or has that been not set out yet? I'll figure it out tomorrow.
he just happened to find 50,000 ballots late last night. The USA is embarrassed by fools. Yeah, only for 2 more weeks we are.
Well, I'm already ahead of you, Jimmy. Only for one more week, the US is embarrassed by fools. The only issue is that it's a week, and that we're still being run by fools. Meaning Trump and his cronies. So yeah, let's begin.
Even though he only has 14 days left in office, Team Trump is continuing to go after any Republican who won't go along with his nonsensical BS attacks led by powerful political figures like Donald Trump Jr. So,
Oh no. His son? Oh no.
to those Republicans, many of which may be voting on things in the coming hours, you have an opportunity today. You can be a hero or you can be a zero. Like me. And then number 0 issued this unusual threat. These guys better fight for Trump because
Give me a good reason to fight for Trump, and I might just not try finding a way on how to make sure that you honestly aren't saying that you would fight for your dad even though the US ain't a monarchy. Simply that you do understand that if your father dies in office, that doesn't mean that you inherit it, Junior. Seriously, 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 if Trump dies as president, the next in line to become president would have been his vice president, Mike Pence, but even then, that's still a tiny bit of a stretch due to time being very limited now.
If they're not, guess what? I'm gonna be in your backyard in a couple of months.
Wait, what? You're going to be in my backyard in a couple of months? Dude, if you're going to my backyard in a couple of months, at least bring over some sausages so that way I can at least front grill something for you. Or maybe I can just go and arrest you for trespassing. Either option I would take. I mean, I would do both, but granted, I would probably just use the grill just as a distraction until the cops show up. But it's like I'm very good at grilling. So yeah, let's continue.
Cleaning your pool for $38.
Yep. I would actually like to see Donald Trump Jr. do that to my pool. Oh wow, that would actually be amazing. Getting to have the president's son scrubbing my pool for $38. Oh my goodness, that would be so amazing. But at the same time, this ain't good. We literally have Donald a Junior Trump that is essentially about as smart as his father, which is really saying something, considering that Trump might be broke. Here's my reason: tax returns. He hasn't filed them yet, and we still haven't seen them yet. We still haven't even heard about it from 2016.
While Junior and Tweeter Don were busy trying to fire up the base, Tweeter Dumb was playing tough guy on Twitter. He wrote,
Wait, hold on, who's sweet or dumb?
I will personally work to defend
Oh, Eric. To be honest, I completely forgot about Eric.
Republican.
I completely forgot about it. I'm just going to read his tweets since I actually don't have any other social media besides YouTube. And I will personally work to defeat every single Republican senator slash congressman to stand up against this fraud. They will lose the primary. They will be primaried in their next election, and they will lose. Well, I'm sorry to say, Mr.
Who doesn't stand
Trump.
up against this fraud? They will be primaried in their.
Hold on. Sorry about that. Ironically, my large belly, which isn't really that large, actually kept on pressing on to keep at it. It was kind of hilarious. And anyway, so I do want to say is that, all right. So if well, I mean the Trumps sort of are pushing the fraud thing with Joe Biden too far. So like, I get Joe Biden doesn't have a clean record history, but at least he has a decency and more decent understanding on how U.S. politics and government works. Since he was a senator, he was a vice president, and now he's going to be president. And I'm not sure why Trump is not realizing that he should just be peaceful about it, do a peaceful transition of power, and get the thing over with before we have to lose any more lives.
Stand up against this fraud. They will be primaried in their next election, and they will lose, says Eric Trump. That's right. Look out, politicians. You don't play ball, you're going to have to deal with this guy.
Oh my goodness, how do I keep forgetting that's what Eric looks like? Oh my goodness. I'm not going to be rude, but what's wrong with his lips? Is it something due to surgery or something? Or is it something else? Because I can imagine his mouth must be feeling very dry each year. Ooh, yeah, I'm sorry, Eric. That definitely seems painful in the winter. If anyone's ever had dried lips up in the winter, you would know exactly what I'm talking about for it being painful.
He runs a winery, so look out. Eric Trump, there really might be something wrong with him. As all the chaos was unfolding, as an armed standoff was happening at his father's request in the chamber of the U.S. Senate.
Yeah, that is what happened.
Eric Trump tweeted, "Never thought I would have 150,000 people sing me happy birthday on the National Mall in Washington, D.C."
Wow. Yeah, I'm sorry, Eric, but happy birthday, idiot. Seriously, happy birthday, you moron. I'm only a week wait to say happy birthday to this idiot, but let's face it, at this point, happy late birthday, Eric. Eric, idiot, Trump. I'm sorry if I'm offending any of Trumps watching the video, but at the same time, if y'all try to fight me about Trump, let me just tell you something. I'm not standing or defending anyone who breaks laws of the country. I serve my country, not the person who runs the country. Big difference here is that I serve the country, meaning the Constitution, not the person who is running the country, meaning the person who is the president or whoever's in charge currently.
Me neither. Happy birthday, moron. You think his father wished him a happy birthday today?
Not really.
Not a chance. But Daddy Donnie did have a message for his supporters. He kind of, maybe a little bit, told them to go home and that he understands where they're coming from and loves them very much. For real, that's what he said about the rioters. As a result, he's been locked out of his Twitter account for 12 hours, and it's especially...
Well, I mean, he got it more than getting locked out of Twitter, but this is literally on the same exact day the riot happened. So, a little bit over the weekend, Trump got locked out from Facebook as well and got sort of kicked out by a couple of other social media in order to prevent more violence, as the companies were fearing that another storming Capitol riot could happen, but even worse, it could probably do stuff even worse than last time.
That all this happened, these riots he instigated, occurred on the very steps where Trump made his inauguration speech almost 4 long years ago. And so we thought it would be interesting.
Wait, hold on. He made that speech 4 long years ago? Oh my goodness. I'm not lying. This pandemic literally felt like 4 years. I'm not kidding. The COVID-19 pandemic, it felt like 4 years. But yet, nothing in my lifestyle really changed for me to even notice the difference. Seriously, the only difference I have to do now is just wear a mask out in public. But whenever I'm at home, I don't really have to wear a mask. That's literally the only difference. Yeah, it's kind of weird. But at the same time, it's been 4 long years of Trump. Oh my goodness, I thought it was more than that. Granted, I wish that if I knew more, that Trump would have been more like this, more lying as a president. Oh boy, I would have tried convincing my friends in the Midwest to try voting blue. Well, you can probably bet that probably wouldn't have worked. But let's face it, I would rather prefer having having Hillary Clinton in office than Donald Trump if I knew Trump was going to keep on lying and creating scandals. Which, let's face it, he hasn't done. Well, I mean, he's done a lot of that stuff, so yeah.
To revisit that speech with the benefit of hindsight, including some of the events of today. We, the citizens of America, are now joined in a great national effort to rebuild our country and restore its promise for all of our people. Every 4 years,
Yeah, definitely very peaceful.
Gather on these steps to carry out the orderly and peaceful transfer of power.
Oh my goodness, Trump. You're such a liar. Did you not hear it? He literally said orderly and peaceful transition of power. He wants an election. What is he doing? And staging a riot on the Capitol where where he lied to the Congress. At this point, I wouldn't be surprised if the House impeaches him, or even if the Senate kicks him out of office. At this point, it's confusing, but I really want him to get kicked out of office. office, so that way we are no longer embarrassed by this orange-headed idiot.
We are one nation. We share one heart, one home, and
Nope, I've seen that footage live on the news. I know what it is. Oh my goodness, that when I saw that, that scared me.
one glorious destiny. The Bible tells us how good and pleasant it is when God's people live
Oh my goodness, that is an accurate description of the whole entire court case.
together in unity. We must speak our minds openly.
Why are people recording the violence? Like, I get that you're trying to record some inside footage, but at the same time, that's a good way on how to break your phone or lose your phone, or literally lose any technology, and also it could give away your identity. Man, these Trump supporters don't think at all. I mean, the rioters, of course. Alright, fine, I know a few Midwestern Trump supporters that really don't think at all, but let's face it, that's literally only 3 people that I know. And by them not thinking at all, they just flat out lie to me about why they're doing everything. Seriously.
Our disagreements honestly, but always pursue solidarity.
Is this dude here? Hold on. Let's go back a sec.
We must speak our minds openly, debate our disagreements honestly, but always.
Is this dude seriously using a Bannis gate thing trying to open the door? Is he trying to do that? Or she? I am not sure if it's a he or she, but are they seriously trying to use that to open the door? I'm quite honestly surprised that it hasn't broken yet. And if you excuse me for a second now, I need to go and charge up my computer. Alright. Right now, and let's finish this once and for all.
Pursue solidarity. A new national pride will stir our souls, lift our sights,
Nope, definitely not national pride here.
and heal our division.
Is this dude literally fighting off a camera team with a flag? If so, that's one thing I haven't seen before. And another thing, why are you using a flag to fight a camera team? This is confusing.
Together, we will make America strong again.
Oh yeah, we're making America so much stronger, Trump. To be fair, when Trump's probably out of office, the Democrats and Republicans that weren't loyal to Trump, probably place a tighter grip on power just to make sure a thing like this never happens again. Again, since let's face it, if we are divided to the point of a riot and near coup, then yeah, this is technically a huge, larger step. And Trump, just to mention, when you lose an election, admit that you lose. Don't say that, oh, it's all frauded. You lost by 70 points, dude. Dude, at this point, just stop your blabbering. Be quiet. Go sit in a corner. Think about what you've done. And then realize that the nation is about to go to another civil war because of you, and all the blame is going to be on you. If you don't believe me, just wait until the nation goes into another civil war. And for the person who started all this, would have been Trump. So guess what, Trump? If you're trying to pass the blame on to Joe Biden, too bad. You're already stuck with blame.
Make America safe again. And yes, together, we will make America great again.
Alright, mister, you stole that from Ronald Reagan. I'm sorry, Trump, but compared to Ronald Reagan, Ronald Reagan is the best Republican president ever. And people say that Herbert Hoover is the worst Republican president ever. But let's face it, the worst Republican president ever? Unfortunately, Trump, you've just taken that sole number one spot. Boom! You are now the worst Republican president ever. And now you're probably the worst president in all of United States history, which is considering saying due to this stuff. So I don't remember who was who was the previous before worst president. I don't remember, and I'm yeah.
Thank you, God bless you, and God bless America.
Wait, what? No more. No more. Oh no! If y'all excuse me for a sec. All right, so that was my reaction to Jimmy Kimmel and the angry Trump mod storming the Capitol.
Yeah, thanks, President Trump, for making America great again.
Yeah, I would have to agree with Kimmel on that one. Anyways, I do want to say this that I will indeed be at some point. Sorry about that. I'm honestly really tired. And yeah. Anyways, I'll see y'all on Friday as I'll probably be reacting to something else in that fit on Friday. Or talking or updating a map tour or something. I'll see y'all then. Goodbye.